Attorney Mubarak? Now calling the matter of People versus Michelle Whiting. This is ticket P 1354H07. Count 1, driver's license never acquired. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Count 3, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Also calling ticket number P 1354999. Expired plate. Count 1, count 2, no valid registration certificate. Count 3, operator or front seat passenger failed to wear seatbelt. Appearance for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ali Mubarak on behalf of the defendant P81729.
All right, and is your client present today?
She is not.
All right, so it's my understanding that you have had contact with her. You just need a little time to contact her. Is that correct, sir?
She's been out of the hospital the last few weeks, and her friend was the informed me of that. And if we can humbly ask the court for an adjournment, just so I can give her some time to get herself in order, and then we can come back fresh and strong.
All right, I'm going to give her until January 24th, 2023. If she does not appear at that hearing, attorney, I will do a show cause on her so that we can try and get her in here, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Will it be at 8:30?
It will be at 8:30. I'm gonna set her bond at $0 personal for right now, okay? But have her in here January 24th, 8:30 a.m., okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you
You
for
too.
your patience too this morning.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it, okay?
Thank you.
Attorney Land, are you ready on your matter?
Are we trying to figure out if this is a state or a city matter? We think, is this corporal, is he a Detroit police officer or a trooper?
He's a Detroit police officer.
Oh, okay, that's my man. Okay, so we trying to, it has a state code on it.
Okay. We'll get the state person in here then.
Okay.
We also pulled his driving record, though. I'm gonna make sure she gets a copy of that.
That's what the prosecutor was just getting on me about, Your Honor. So
Hey, the two tickets
you
I
know
have
what?
in front.
You're I'm not. Yeah. Okay. I'll wait for her.
Okay. All right. Wait for her. Just wait for her. We'll see what she can do. Okay. I know you're a fighter, Attorney Land. I ain't mad at it.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Miss Burrell. I'm sorry I didn't make sure you were ready to go when I started calling the matter.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning. I know you're always ready, but I like to check first.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Mr. Walker. Mr. Mr. Walker,
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
you have some bad reception, so I'm giving you a phone number that you can call so that you can call in instead of doing this Zoom thing today, because it's really broken up.
Sorry.
I'm sending you a message right now.
929-436. 2866. You know what I thought?
His reception is terrible. Cole. Hi, Ms. Cole.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, we're gonna send you, here's the ticket number. It's Attorney Land who wants to talk to you. Let me give you, a ticket number though.
Thank you.
All right. It is SC, nope, yep. 13845601. You can ask for the driving record. We're sending that over for you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And he wants to talk to you in the breakout room, so I'll put you both in the breakout room to talk
Thank you.
about this matter. Corporal Spadell is present, the other officer is not. I'll put you both into breakout room number 10, please. Walker, sir. Mr. Williams, I'm gonna put you into a waiting room until I do your hearing, okay? Just wait there.
Okay.
All right, it's gonna automatically do.
Sorry.
Mr. Walker, you need to call the courtroom. Your service is terrible. I'm trying to give you the phone number before you log off.
Okay. I'm ready for the phone number whenever you're ready.
All right, I sent it to you in chat.
Hello.
Attorney Baldwin, can we do the people in the waiting room?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready.
David Wilson?
Yes.
All right, let me call your matter. Now calling the matter of the people versus David Lamar Wilson. This is ticket P1198218, count 1, failed to secure a load. We are here today for a review from a 12-month delay sentence. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Harry Bachman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant, sir, please state your full name for the record.
David Lamar Wilson.
Thank you. Your Honor, the defendant is here for the purpose of a review, and he has paid all fines and costs and otherwise satisfied all terms and conditions of that the court has asked of him, and we're asking that the court would dismiss here based on the delayed sentence recommendation. It's been a year. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much. Based on that information, I do realize that he has paid all the costs and fines asked of him at this time, so the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Sir, you are all set. Thank you for paying those fines. So count one of that ticket is going to be dismissed. Count 2 was already dismissed, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. Have a good day, okay?
You too.
I will, thank you.
Excuse me, Judge, could Corporal Spidell join Attorney London and I in room 10?
Oh, absolutely. That's, I sent you a little chat and then I saw it. So I'm gonna put you in room 10. Corporal Spadell, I'm gonna put you in room 10. Join it, please.
Thank you.
No problem. He's in there. Rodney White.
Yes.
Rodney White. Okay.
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Rodney White. This is ticket P1354994, 1 count operate off-road vehicle on public highway. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Sir, would you state your full name for the record?
Rodney Kinwan White, Senior.
And sir, can you turn on your camera? I'm sorry to interrupt. I didn't even see.
I don't know why it's not coming on.
Yeah, I can't even ask you to do it. Okay, continue, Attorney Boston.
Okay, well, Judge, we're asking for a waiver trial date by way of Zoom. So I know you're gonna tell the defendant that when he comes back for any kind of trial date, that you're gonna need to be able to see you. Okay, Mr. White?
Yes,
So we're gonna waive here and now, Your Honor, our right to a jury trial. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. White, can you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Sir, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Bachman about your case and about your rights. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's my understanding that you would like to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna set it for the date of March 6th. March 6th. That's gonna be at 9 a.m. It is via Zoom, so the same way you zoomed in today, zoom in on March 6th, 9 a.m. I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, you are all set, sir, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good day, sir. Toria Wilson?
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, all right. Now calling the matter of people versus Toria Wilson. This is ticket P 1294419. Count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license. Count 2, violation of basic speed law and or drove in an unsafe manner. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
May it please the court, Your Honor, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Cora Wilson.
Thank you and good morning, Ms. Wilson. Your Honor, we're here for the purpose of trial. The defendant is here. We're continuing a not guilty plea. There was an officer, I would recognize that Officer Eric Campbell from the Detroit Police Department was in the meeting. I don't see him here now, but if he is, I'd ask him to state his name and badge number for the record.
I think he signed off. I allowed him to leave, so you can go ahead and make a request.
We already established that this officer would not be able to identify my client today, and therefore I would stipulate to any recommendation to dismiss the instant case against the defendant and stipulate the probable cause for the recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you. And at this time, the court is going to grant that request. City attorney was in the courtroom and did hear the officer. And so we're going to dismiss this matter without prejudice at this time. You're all set, Ms. Wilson, okay?
Thank you, appreciate you.
No problem,
Thank you.
absolutely. You have a good day, okay?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hi there, Miss Taylor. I'm so sorry to bother you. I just wanted to let you know I just connected the Zoom through the phone number. This is Jamal Walker again.
Okay. All right, Mr. Walker, now that you've fully connected, the court is going to place you into what's called a breakout room. No one's going to be in there with you. The attorney will come in there and talk to you about the case and about your rights. We'll try and take care of you today, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And we are ready on the right matter, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. I'll do that. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Antoine Keith William, no, Wright. Right. Yep. Ticket number SP 1384560. Count one, accident, drove without due care or caution. Ticket number SP 13931191, violation of basic speed law or drove in an unsafe manner. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with the prosecutor's office, please.
May it please the court, Paula Cole on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ivan Land, P65879, appearing on behalf of Antoine Wright, who's not present, Your Honor, but I do have permission to enter into a plea on his behalf. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, and I'll allow you to do so today. We also have Corporal Spadell. Can you please state your name and badge number for the record?
Yes, Corporal Spidell, badge 402, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you very much. How are we proceeding today, Council Land?
Your Honor, they gave me an early Christmas gift, Your Honor, so I'd like to accept the Christmas gift, Your Honor. They're allowing us to enter a responsible plea to 1 to speeding, 1 to 5, if the court is okay with that.
That's what they want to do.
Yes, we did have a discussion, the three of us, on this matter.
Okay, all right. I'm going to accept it because that's the offer and the agreement that has been given at this point in time. I'm going to give you a small lecture after we finish entering this in, though, to give to your client. Please.
Okay, I will, Your Honor.
All right, taking us back to the date of August the 27th, 2022, in the area of Grand River and Greenfield in the city of Detroit, Mr. Wright was driving a Buick vehicle and did speed doing 1 to 5 over the speed limit. Satisfied, counsel?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, and the court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to the amended charge of 1 to 5 over speed limit. The other ticket that was set for a formal hearing today will be dismissed as a part of this plea.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Land, the fine for this is $125. He has until 12/22/22 to make that payment, okay?
Yes.
Let Mr. Wright know he needs to get it together, especially in this area. I grew up, I was born and raised in this area, so I'm very familiar with it. I would hate for him to hurt or injure anyone in this area with his behavior and his actions.
Yes,
And he's had quite a few accidents since 2016.
of
So
course.
he needs to slow all the way down and drive with some care and some caution, really, on these roads, okay?
Understood, Your Honor. I will relay the message right now to his mom, and she'll relay it to him.
Okay, I'm gonna get why. I got why, Mr. Land. Thank you.
All right,
I
thank
was
you.
gonna say, and that's part of the problem. All these women up here taking up for him, but that's all right.
Yep.
I got it. You good?
I don't think-
Don't say anymore.
All right.
I got it.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Corporal. Thank you so much, Corporal.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
All right,
you.
Harry, take care.
Yeah, you-
Your Honor, may I bring
Tom
2 people
Williams?
out of the breakout room, please, that are ready for pleas?
Okay, all
Okay,
right. I have Mr.
That's-
Williams on here. You want me to
Okay.
get him first?
yeah, that'll work. I just
Okay.
didn't want to bring him into a live session.
Okay, no problem. Deshaun Williams?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, turn on your camera for me.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm
You're not
sorry.
driving, are you?
Hello.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, now calling the matter of the people.
I'm sorry, I can't hear anything.
Are you in a
Okay.
moving vehicle, sir?
We can hear you. I think he's just moving his phone, but I can't hear him. Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams, you might have to put the headset back on. Put the headset back on.
I'm sorry.
You gotta put the
If I
headset
could
back
try
on.
connecting these headphones because I can't hear. Okay.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us?
Hello?
I think they may have died and he got disconnected.
I'm sorry,
or
I
something.
still can't.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Oh, okay. It was a button at the top that was off. I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Deshaun Howard Williams. This is ticket P 1303818. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Bachman, on behalf of the defendant, sir, state your name for the record.
Deshaun Williams.
Thank you. So, Your Honor, the defendant is here, and the issue is allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and no insurance misdemeanor. He has presented a valid and current insurance document that I have forwarded to Corporation Counsel, as well as the driver's license, which was recently acquired by the young person who was driving on the date in question. It happens to be the defendant's little brother. So he made sure his little brother got a driver's license. It's valid and current. I've sent those documents to Mr. Gillis. I'm asking that this case be dismissed here for compliance, and I'm stipulating the probable cause for that recommendation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Having seen this valid documents, as an officer of the court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Sir, make sure you only let people who are licensed drivers drive vehicles and that you always have insurance on them, okay?
Okay, thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
You're very, very welcome. Have a great day, okay?
Thanks. You have a good one. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you.
All right. Who did you want next, Attorney Bachman?
I was gonna bring out Laura Whitley, Your Honor, and Latasha Williams, please.
Okay. Let me see if I can get them into the session.
I'm sorry, I'm able to leave out or.
Yep, you can go ahead and sign off, okay, Mr. Williams?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Laura Whitley?
Yes.
Now calling them, can you turn on your camera for me, please? Yes, thank you. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Laura Whitley. This is ticket SP 138658. Count 1, disorderly conduct. Count 2, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Count 3, improperly displayed dirty, obscure plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, state your name for the record, please.
Laura Whitley.
Thank you. Judge, the defendant and I have discussed this, and as a way of pre-trying it, there's been an offer presented. He is going to waive any right to any further hearing or trial in this matter. Going to plead guilty pursuant to that recommendation. There are matters being dismissed as part of the deal. On her behalf, I stipulate to probable cause for the recommendation and the stop. Thank you.
If that's the case, please raise your right hand, Ms. Whitley. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for this plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yeah.
And do you
Yes.
understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in this matter? You understand that?
Yeah.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of May the 5th of 2022. Were you in the area of Schoolcraft and Telegraph in the city of Detroit, driving in a Ford vehicle?
Yes.
And while you were in this vehicle, did the police officer stop you at some point in time?
Yes.
And did you act in a disorderly manner at that point, ma'am?
No. I was scared of what they were going to do. I wasn't acting disorderly as of my point of view.
Your Honor, I
Okay.
believe that.
So would you like to have a bench or a jury trial? She said she
Okay.
wasn't. You can't make this one up, Attorney Baldwin.
Your Honor, I believe it was, I did discuss with her a plea to the allowing, and that may be a mistake. May I just reconvene with the defendants briefly? I don't want to derail anything. And I understand the defendant's position, and we had talked about that. But I do think we can still resolve the matter.
Okay, and on the sheet, it says, so if you need to talk to anyone, it's gonna be to Mr. Gillis.
Gillis,
Because on the sheet,
understood.
it's definitely disorderly conduct, so.
And I missed,
All right.
yeah, okay, thank you.
It's fine, it's okay, Attorney Bachman. I'll give her a moment. Ms. Whiteley, I'm gonna put you back into a breakout room so that you can talk to him. He's gonna see if he can work something out, okay?
Okay.
All right, room 5, go to room 5. Letitia Williams. Unmute yourself.
Yes, I'm here. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Latasha Williams. This is ticket P 1303043. One count drove while unlicensed. Also calling ticket number P 1303014. Count 1, dirty, obscure, improperly displayed plate. Count 2, defective brake lights. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harry Bachman for the defendant, ma'am. Would you state your name, please?
Latasha Williams.
Thank you, and good morning, Ms. Williams. The defendant and I have discussed the matter. She's going to waive her rights to any more hearings or trials on these matters. She's pleading guilty, and we're waiving rights. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. At this time, reading from the ticket that on the date of January 19th, 2022, in the area of Gratiot and Fisher in the city of Detroit, Ms. Williams was driving a Dodge vehicle and it did have defective brake lights. Satisfied, counsel?
I am satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, so stipulated. Thank you.
Thank you. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to plead responsible to defective brake lights. The remaining counts will be dismissed. Ma'am, the fine for that is $120. Typically, you have 14 days to pay civil infractions. Is that going to be enough time for you?
I can pay it Monday when I get paid.
All right. I'm going to have it due no later than December 22nd, 2022, okay?
Okay, and you said how much it was?
$120.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, if you have any reinstatement fees, that's extra. That's above the fine I'm giving today, okay?
Okay.
All right, just so you know. All right, if nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
And you
I'm
be
gonna do
blessed.
attorney. You too, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Attorney Gaten Robinson, you ready on your matter? That'll give Attorney Bachman a moment.
Yes, Your Honor, I am ready.
All right, Ms. Watts, you can unmute, and Ms. Williams, you can sign off. Ms. Watts, you can
Okay.
unmute yourself and turn on your camera for me.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for standing there for me last week.
Oh, we a team, we a team.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Dominique Ashley Watts. This is Z ticket 808550. This is one count of operating while visibly impaired. Appearances, this is the daytime set for sentencing. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please, first.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P 71733, on behalf of Ms. Watts. Your Honor, Ms. Watts, can you please state your name for the record?
Daniqua Watts.
Your Honor, Ms. Watts has reviewed her pre-sentence report with me. For the most part, it is factually accurate. We do have two issues that we would like to address. First, we would like to address the indication that she drank 3 glasses of vodka, which is not what was indicated and not what is true. She did have 3 glasses of wine. Specifically, she had Earl Stevens wine. And I'm not sure if the probation department's lack of knowledge of what Earl Stevens was is the reason why they wrote it as vodka, but it was in fact wine and not vodka. In addition to that, there's an indication that she tried to make herself look more favorable than she should have with the evaluation test that was done. I've had this issue in the past. The problem is that test, if you answer it truthfully and you really don't have the issues that they believe you should have, if you end up with a drunk driving, then they will say that you are trying to present yourself in a more favorable light than you should have for being honest about who you are. I take issue with that. We do believe that Ms. Watts was true and accurate with regards to her answers for the test. And so we did want to note that with the court. Ms. Watts is prepared to move forward with her sentencing. Outside of that, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and I do remember reading in it that she had wine and then it said vodka too. I can't find it right now, but thank you for the clarification. 3 glasses, you said wine. Okay, the court will change that for the record. I do, before I proceed, Ms. Watts, do you have anything you want to say on your behalf?
No.
All right, Ms. Watts, I take drunk driving very seriously because typically the people who get injured are never the person who was drinking. It's always the other person who, and then you have to explain to that family why now their loved one is no longer here, yet the person who was drinking and driving. And in this matter, you caused an accident. You ran into a police vehicle. So that's very serious. So I take it very, very serious. However, I do understand, and Attorney Gaten Robinson, I do understand that when people try and answer honestly, that sometimes it may look like they're trying to avoid the issue. But they gave me all of the background, so this was your first contact, and it should be your only contact of this behavior ever again, ma'am. And so the court just wants you to note that anything, okay, wants you to note that, that we can't have this again. I mean, that was a rough one. Okay, you ran into the back of a police car too on top of that. It's the sentence of this court that I sentenced you to probation for a term of 12 months. I am going to have you test twice monthly for alcohol and drugs. No drugs or alcohol unless, no drugs prescribed, no drugs unless prescribed, I'm sorry, I'm just talking, by a doctor, okay? I'm gonna have you complete the alcohol highway safety education class, and you'll get a copy of this, Ms. Watt, as well as I want you to attend the MAD Victim Impact Panel. You are going to have $35 a month fee for being on probation. There's a $100 court cost you're gonna have to pay, $75 victim's crime fee that you have to pay, and my fine is $300. All right, you'll get a cost breakdown of everything. There's also a fee for you testing per month. They'll give you the cost for that as well. Ma'am, any violation is going to equal outpatient treatment, okay? They come back and they tell me that you've tested positive for alcohol or any drugs that you're not supposed to have, then I'll put you into outpatient treatment. I'm going to take it right now that this was an isolated incident and that you don't need any further help beyond the stuff that I think is important. I think that MAD Victim Impact Panel is one of the things that everybody should take and watch. And I do believe that we should test you at least for a while to make sure that you're not doing anything since your blood alcohol level was a little higher. Okay, they gave you a huge break by dropping this down to visibly impaired. I hope she told you that. Usually it doesn't go down that far, but they gave it to you, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna need you to call probation services when we get off and let them know that you were sentenced today. Do you have that phone number still, ma'am, or no?
I believe so, yes, I have it.
Okay, if
Okay.
not, please call the courtroom so we can make sure you have it, because you need to call and tell them that you got sentenced today, okay?
Okay,
All right, do you have any questions, Ms. Watts?
no,
All right, good luck to you. I hope that in 12 months, they're coming back and telling me that you are all set and ready to be discharged, okay?
okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too, thank you so much. All right. Turn you off, man. I have a couple of people in the waiting room. I have Ms. Walker. Nobody checked in on her matter. There's a trial for today, okay?
Ready?
One second, though.
Same for Leroy Wilson, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Rachel Wofford. This is ticket P 1217172. Count one, drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, this is the date time set for a bench trial in this matter.
Good morning, Harry Boffman, P 55052 for the defendant. Ma'am, state your full name for the record.
Rachel Wafer,
Good morning, Ms. Wayford.
good morning.
There is no complaining witness here, Your Honor. The call was for 9 a.m. It is now 10:22. So without a better explanation why the officer is not present, I would move to dismiss without prejudice. Thank you.
All right, the time is now, as stated by council, 10:22 a.m. No officer present. The court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss this without prejudice. You're all set, ma'am, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. All right, have a great day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Who would you like to do next, attorney?
I'm ready for Leroy Wilson, Your Honor.
Fantastic.
Do you know for Whitney, Laura Whitney? I was gonna see if they could try to go get some more information. I think this is an ROA.
Oh, right. Thank you. Okay. All right, Leroy Wilson.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Leroy Wilson. This is ticket P 1210140, one count fraudulent false insurance information. Also calling ticket number P 1208624, one count 21 to 25 miles over posted speed. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harry Boffman for the defendant. Sir, state your full name for the record.
Leroy Makita Wilson.
Thank you, Judge. The defendant is here for the purpose of trial. There's no complaining witness here today to support the state. So we would move here to dismiss without prejudice. The defendant has been advised that this is a matter that could be brought back at the discretion of the prosecutor, but for now, we're asking for a dismissal here today. Thank you.
The time is now 10:24 a.m. No officers present for this matter. The court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Sir, slow down, especially in those areas where it's 25 miles per hour. That means that that's a residential neighborhood. That means that those are kids there. Slow down, please, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right,
I sure
have a
will.
good day. Okay,
You too.
all
Have a
right,
good-
have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
We're ready, Your Honor, on Elmore Williams for sentence.
Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Elmore Williams. This is Z ticket 808609. I believe this is one count of operating while intoxicated. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your full name for the record, please.
My name is Elmo Marcel Williams.
Good morning, Mr. Williams.
How you doing?
Good, thank you. Judge, Mr. Williams and I have had an opportunity to discuss together the purpose of today's hearing, that is for him to be sentenced. There is a document that I have sent to his attention. He has reviewed it and informed me that there are no corrections or deletions or additions to that document. And as to the recommendation, we don't have any objections, Your Honor. And we would submit him here and now to sentence according to that document. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Williams, you have a TV on in the background.
Yeah,
You need to cut it off just for a minute, okay?
yeah.
Okay.
Turn it on, Megan. Hello? Can you hear me?
I can, but I'm getting feedback, so I needed to be off so I can talk clear and not have a background noise. Okay.
Okay, when I went to the probation officer on the 17th, he told me that, you know, I had to tell him on my leg going on 10 months.
Yeah, we
I
have
know
to
you
discuss
have.
that.
And one of the reasons, Mr. Williams, because I remember you, is because you kept testing positive. Now, you told me it was because you had taken some Dayquil and some NyQuil and all other stuff, but you tested positive twice. And so you begged me to let you stay out. And a part of you staying out was that you had to keep the tether on for that period of time, because when they stopped you, your blood alcohol level was 0.27. The legal limit in the state of Michigan is 0.08. So I had to protect the safety and the welfare of our community, because I want you to understand just how serious this is, that you were out and about and driving a vehicle. Okay, Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you have anything you wanted to say before I impose sentence today, sir?
I want to say, well, what if I had to go to probation?
You will have to go to probation, but is there anything you wanted to say? Yeah, I'm putting you on probation, definitely.
Yeah, that's for a year.
Mr. Williams, right now, I'm asking you, is there anything you want to say to me as the judge before I give you my sentence? And then I'll tell you everything I'm gonna make you do.
I know, I want to know, do I still have to wear a tether?
Mr. Williams, may I, Your Honor, intervene just for a moment?
You may.
Mr. Williams,
Yeah.
can you tell the judge how sorry you are to be here for this purpose today? You're not happy.
I'm very sorry. I'm
Okay, so
very sorry.
that's what the judge is asking you now. Do you want to
Yes,
say
ma'am.
anything to her with respect to how you feel about being here and what you're going to do in the future in order to make sure that this doesn't happen? Let's talk about that, okay?
Yeah, this will never happen again. It was the people's arguing in the back seat of my car, and I looked back 1 second.
Yeah, but you were drinking and driving though, true,
Yeah, but
right?
it never happened again. It will never happen again.
Have you had any further violations on the tether since you've had the tether? Have you had any more violations on that?
No.
Okay. I mean, you know, the judge is really concerned that you're going to continue to drink
No.
and drive.
No, I had drank it 15 years before my wife and my brother passed away. That's
Oh,
all
yeah,
that-
we're so sorry that happened too. When we understand, but we don't want you to use alcohol as some sort of
I
solution.
won't never drink again.
Oh, good, because see how it's complicated your life here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
these are
never
the type
drink
of
again.
things. Okay, these are the type of things we want you to say right now. If you have
Yeah.
more to say, feel free at this time.
No, I will never drink again. My wife, my brother passed, and it just messed me up. And my son, my stepson, he passed away in the hospital too, all 3 of them, in the span of a month and a half, man. I didn't know what, I just couldn't sleep.
And I get it, Mr. Williams. Sometimes when life hits us, it hits us super duper hard. And
Yeah,
our
3
coping
of them
mechanisms
died.
are all different. So we gotta
Yeah.
learn how to deal with things when they happen that way. But we gotta make sure that one of the things we don't do is drink and drive, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me impose sentence. It is the sentence of this court that you will be on probation for 12 months. With that, I am going to order that you either do grief
To do
or
what?
outpatient grief counseling or outpatient treatment, okay? You can
The grief
decide.
coun- Okay.
Okay, you'll decide that with the probation officer, but you're gonna have to do one of those because we gotta make sure that you don't allow alcohol and driving to be the way that you cope with this. And we wanna make sure you're okay mentally, okay, Mr. Williams?
Oh yeah, I'm good now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make sure you're good now, okay? All right?
Yeah. Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
also going to. Okay, I'm also going to have you test twice for drugs and alcohol per month. I'm going to have you, no drugs or alcohol, no drugs unless it's prescribed by a doctor, okay? I'm
Yes,
gonna have you
ma'am.
attend the Alcohol Highway Safety Education Program, the MAD Victim Impact Program. You need to make an attempt to pay all your tickets that you have outstanding, okay? You have some outstanding tickets.
Okay, I will.
$35 a month for supervision fee. All these totals and costs will be given to you. $100 court fine that you have to, or court fee you have to pay. $75 crime victim advocate fee you have to pay. There's costs for testing per month you have to pay. My fine is $300 for this. that you'll have to pay. You have a whole year to pay these things though, so you need to start paying on them once you
Okay.
start making plans with your probation officer. Let me tell you this, Mr. Williams,
Yes, ma'am.
the severity of this and how
Mhm.
everything happened, I'm going to remove your tether, okay?
Yes,
So I'm gonna
yes,
order
ma'am.
that your tether be removed. Mr. Williams,
Okay.
the first time you test positive for alcohol, I'm going to sentence you to jail for 3 days.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm putting on my order, the
Yes.
first, not the second, not the third, the first violation equals jail for 3 days.
Okay.
Okay, you're not gonna talk your way out of it this time too. I don't care if you have someone to take care of, if you have someone left at home, all that stuff. I don't care. I'm going to sentence you to the Wayne County Jail for 3 days. And
Okay.
then continue on probation still. And the
Okay.
next time, if you violate, it's gonna be 5 days.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just letting you know this how serious it is, because I'm gonna take your tether off, but you're gonna
Yes,
be
ma'am.
tested. So mess up if you want to, you're gonna be in a Wayne County Jail, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's nothing further, do you have the phone number to call the probation office? Let me give it to you, Mr. Williams, because you need to let them know you were sentenced today, okay?
Okay, what's the number here? Let me get a pen.
Okay, get your pen and tell me when you're ready,
Get
okay?
that pen, Mika. Mika, get the pen. Okay, okay, I'm ready. Were you ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
313
313
965
965
3414.
3414.
Okay.
So when I
All
was
right,
supposed to call them?
You call them when we finish, okay? And let them know I'm gonna order that the tether be taken off, okay?
Okay,
All right. All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set.
okay, just call her and tell them I'm getting the
Call
tether
them,
taken.
yep. When you
Okay.
hang up right now, tell them that you just got sentenced before me and that I'll be sending the paperwork, but one of the things is that you can get your tether off now, okay?
Make sure this the right number.
Okay.
965 3414.
965 3414.
That's the number, yep.
965 3414. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Good luck to you, okay?
Okay, same to you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, bye-bye.
All right. Take that damn tail off. I'm gonna get drunk and take 3 days in jail. Oh, I ain't down to me.
Hang up, y'all. Hang up, please.
Mr. Baldwin, you making that face. I got 2 more people you need to talk to.
I'm okay. No, I'm fine. I'm in my element here. I don't get nervous here at home, Your Honor.
What are we doing with Easter and Walton?
We're waiting on an offer. I assume that, oh yeah, he did the class. So we just want something, no points and easy to deal with.
Oh, what is it? It said, so, he did the class. All right, let me get, I didn't know he took the class. Let me get, what you call it back here?
Yeah, let me see if Jamal Walker has any documents or if he's willing. I think they would
Yes.
probably want to do blockading on that.
Okay.
Yes, I
I'm
do.
gonna put Mr. Walker
Is
back
that you,
into the
Mr. Walker?
breakout.
Oh, there
Yes,
you
I'm
go.
sorry.
Okay, talk to him.
I'm trying to get you a plea deal, brother. Can I have you just stand by? I'm gonna send you into a breakout room. You were already in a breakout
Okay,
room.
sure
Did you
thing.
get disconnected?
Yes, I'm at a warehouse right now and the reception is really, really crappy. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So you're in open court right now, so let's just be aware that we're speaking in front of other people that can hear us.
Sure thing.
And for that reason, I want to be very careful what we talk about, especially you, because you're the defendant here, all right? But
Okay.
in a nutshell, I'm going to try to work out a plea deal for you that will get you no points. You have 3 counts. 2 of them should be dismissed according to what I understand the policy would be in your instance. And then there is a moving violation that if you're willing to admit responsibility to that, they will reduce that to a 0-point offense, allowing you to pay a fine and resolve all 3 of those matters. Now, don't say anything yet, but That's basically what we're trying to work out, and more than probably we'll be able to do.
Okay, sure thing.
Okay. Stand by.
What do we decide on, Mr. Walker? I kind of wasn't listening. You're on mute, Attorney Bossman.
I'm so sorry, I did not quite hear that.
It's
One
okay, I'm
moment,
talking to
stand
the
by.
attorney. Give me 1 second, Mr. Walker.
So he has a count for left of center. We would plead to that for a blockading reduction, and then ask for 1 and 3 or the other 2 counts to be dismissed, which would be a no
All right, let me call
opposition.
it for the record.
All right.
Now calling the matter of People versus Jamal Lawrence Walker. This is ticket number P1282852. One count failed to display a valid operator's license not on person. Ticket number P1282834. Count 1, driving left center of the street. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Identify yourself, please, for the record, sir.
Yes, my name is Jamal Lawrence Walker.
Thank you, and good morning, Mr. Walker. The defendant is here for a pretrial. He's going to waive his right to any further hearings or trials and whatever rights go with those hearings or trials. Today, he's going to plead guilty or responsible here to the moving violation, and the reduction would be to blockading. In exchange for that plea, the defendant will enjoy the dismissal of the other 2 counts, and I would stipulate to probable cause for that recommendation on his behalf. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much. Understanding all of that, Mr. Walker, I'm going to read from the ticket on the date of November 22nd of 2021 in the area of East Auto Drive and Connor Streets in the city of Detroit. Mr. Walker was driving a Honda vehicle and did block traffic by driving left of the center of street. Satisfied, counsel?
I would so stipulate, and I'm satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. And with that stipulation for probable cause, the court is going to dismiss the remaining matters and enter a plea to the amended charge of blockading. Sir, the fine for that is $175. Typically, you have 14 days to pay that. Is that going to be enough time for you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to have it due no later than December 22nd. Okay, that $175. All right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, you are all set, okay?
Okay, sure thing.
All right, you can sign off. Thank you. I know you're having some trouble, but thank you for being persistent.
Yes, ma'am, and thank you for helping me.
All right, no problem. All right, so I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on Attorney Gillis to come back. I know you're talking to him about Ms. Whitley. And then you can ask him about Mr. Walton too, to see, since you've seen him take the class. If he can
I
get
thought we did, Laura Whitley. I have a plea agreement in place for her. that we're
Remember,
ready-
she's the one that you thought it was allowing a licensed
Oh,
driver
yeah.
to drive, was really disorderly? Yep.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
he took
Okay.
he took the stuff with him. He's gonna come back and see what he can do with it for you, okay?
Anybody.
All right.
Attorney Boston? Here go, John Gillis.
Hey, John,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right, man. Stay healthy.
Likewise.
All right, so listen, two people, I think we did Jamal Walker. So I have Laura Whitley. We messed up the plea to disorderly. Can we do the same plea, but to the allowing instead?
You know what? So I actually just viewed her video.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get a report or a
Yeah.
ticket.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. I mean,
Oh, good.
you know,
I'm scared.
basically her boyfriend got pulled over, you know, friend, whatever, driving her car.
I heard
and-
the whole story, brother.
Yeah, okay, so you know, but I didn't think it ever really rose to a level that was that significant. So how about just a plea to the improperly displayed plate?
That's
Dismiss
even
the-
better. And then we don't
Yeah.
have to come back.
Because that's really
more
what
abstract, right?
Right, and that's
Okay.
really what it probably should have always been, you know? I mean, maybe the allowing, I don't really think the disorderly was necessarily warranted in this
Hey, well,
matter, so.
I appreciate that you took the time to look into the details, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have a great new paralegal, so if you ever need any discovery or anything, he's really good at getting it for us.
Yeah, I needed all over the state of Michigan, though.
Right?
I was just, my wife today is resistant to, you know, I'm a one-man show. And I was telling her, you know, I need somebody to help me, you know, schedule appointments and get material and develop information and send out letters and stuff like that. I'm really like getting sick of this.
Yeah.
You know, she knows in my mind, I want to hire some 24-year-old cutie pie to make me look better all over the state. And I just, so we go back and forth about that every once in a while. Anyway, the last person would be Ison, Walton Ison. He went to the class. So how do you feel?
Okay, so what was his charge?
No insurance and 16 to 20 over.
And he took the class?
He took the class.
All right, we can do a blockading.
All right, cool. Right, we're done.
All right, cool.
I can't bother you anymore this week.
All right, well, I'm gonna write up Whitley.
Thank
right
you,
here.
sir.
Just got done with that.
No, I'll go in the breakout rooms and bring them out. Yes, Madam Clerk.
Where is, Jamal Walker?
Jamal Walker pled already.
Oh, so you got the two left? Laura
Yeah.
Whitley and Ison Walton?
Right.
Oh, okay, I'm
All
gonna
right.
close out the breakout room.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
Oh, I closed them out.
Not a
All right.
problem. Not a problem. Hey, Laura.
Yes.
So we're in an open session right now, open meeting, so I just want you to be careful what we talk about, especially because you're the defendant here today, okay? But I have worked out a better arrangement for you this morning, and I want to give a lot of credit to the prosecutor who took the time, Ms. Whitley, to go review the tapes. Remember the tapes you wanted and you talked about would really give the real evidence of what happened.
Yeah.
So based on what he reviewed and what he saw, he's willing to dismiss that disorderly conduct ticket, as well as the allowing the unlicensed driver ticket. Those are both of the misdemeanors. He's going to dismiss those and allow you to plead responsible to the improperly displayed plate. Now, that won't go on your record. There's no points and it won't abstract to the Secretary of State. And I think that's a civil infraction. We'll find out, but it's certainly the
It
best.
is a civil infraction.
Okay, great. So you're gonna pay a smaller fine for that as well, right?
Okay, thank you so much.
No, we're thankful for you and certainly I just, I know this is your first experience in the court atmosphere, and I just want you to, this is a search for, what truly happened, and people have a lot of respect for the truth here in this environment. So based on that, are you willing to enter into that arrangement that we've discussed and waive your rights to a further trial or finding a fact? Okay. This is for anybody who's listening, Mr. Walton included. And I'm telling Miss Whitley because this is her first courtroom experience. So you have certain rights when you come to court. Okay. The first is you have the right to an attorney if you can't afford one. That's who I am. All right. The second one is that you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, and nobody can say anything to you about your remaining silent. And this is a trial right. You can waive that right if you want to. You also have a right, which you're going to waive. It's your right to a trial. But you have a right for the officer who wrote the tickets to be called into the courtroom and to give testimony against you. And you have a right to be represented by your lawyer. Your lawyer would have a right to ask that that officer questions, and the judge or a jury would decide whether or not you are guilty or not guilty of the charges. You're going to waive that right here today. But those are the rights that you have anytime you come into court. Okay? Do you understand and still wish to waive those rights? The judge is going to ask for all these.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are basically everything that the judge is going to talk to you about and ask you about. Do you have any other questions or concerns?
So
Without talking about what happened.
I just want to be clear that the arrangement is that
Let me state it.
okay,
You would plead responsible to the improperly displayed plate.
got it.
That the other two counts, the disorderly conduct and allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, both of those counts would be dismissed here.
Okay, so those would
You'll
be
pay a fine only for the improper plate.
okay.
All right.
If I plead guilty, plead responsible only to the improperly placed license plate.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay? Any other concern?
So the pleading responsible for the other things, is she gonna ask that again? Or okay.
Well, we're going to acknowledge that those cases will be dismissed.
Okay, good.
But you won't be asked to enter some sort of responsibility plea to either of those other cases.
Okay.
All right. Stand by. Mr. Walton. The prosecutor was grateful to you for attending that driving course. I hope you learned something or in some way became re-educated, at least by your whole experience going through all of this. The issue is, the court's concern and the people's concern of the magnitude of your speeding. So I know everybody's going to acknowledge that and admonish you to slow down, please, for all of us. Okay. In the meantime, the prosecutor has reviewed everything, including the class that you took and your driving record. He's going to reduce that speeding charge to blockading. Okay.
Okay.
And the other count will be dismissed here. Are you ready?
I need a pen. I have to write something down.
Not yet, but you probably could use a pen. And I could use a sip of water. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, we're not doing it yet. We're going to go on the record as soon as the judge is ready to hear the case. We're going to officially be pleading guilty to the speeding count or responsible to the speeding. When you do that, the prosecutor has offered to reduce the charge to blockading. That's 0 point on your driving record. And it won't abstract either. So it won't go on your Secretary of State record. And the no insurance misdemeanor will be dismissed here. You pay a fine for the 1 count and both cases will be closed. Is that what you want to do?
I really have no choice. Guess I'll do that.
Well, I can give you my experience and tell you if you want a trial where Officer Nelson will be here. I mean, I would tell you might have a chance if it was a name or somebody that I, in my experience, don't recognize, but Officer Nelson, I guarantee you, is in more court than I am. More court than I am on a daily basis. So, you know, you could potentially set the matter for a trial, but if you want to resolve it, and I think you and I said, you talked to me and said you wanted to resolve it today, that is the resolution that keeps you as safe as possible. Okay?
Okay.
So one thing you got to know is when you come to court and you want to plead guilty or responsible, you have to tell the judge that you're either guilty or responsible. If you decided that's what you want to do, then please remember that that's what you're doing. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You guys stand by. We'll get it done as soon as possible.
Attorney Bachman, you ready?
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Walton,
Yes, ma'am.
Easton, is it Easton Walton?
Eisen.
Okay. Now calling the matter of people versus Eisen Walton. This is ticket P 1344290. Count 116 to 20 miles over posted speed. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. State your name, please, sir.
That's you, sir.
Eisen Walton.
As the defendant's going to waive rights to any further hearings on this matter, he's going to plead guilty today. There's a recommendation. One of the cases is going to be dismissed on his behalf. In order to ratify this agreement, I would stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal and for the stop. Thank you.
All right. Did we change the offer? Was that one of the things you were gonna do, was talk to him about it?
No, Your Honor, this is he went to the class, so the speeding will be reduced here to blockading.
Oh, we did discuss it though, Your Honor. Yeah, I did agree to a block.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, all right. Reading from the ticket to establish a factual basis that on the date of April the 22nd of 2022, in the area of Hubble and Linden Streets in the city of Detroit, Mr. Walton was driving a Lincoln vehicle and did speed, causing him to block traffic. Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed has already been made. So the court's going to enter a plea to one count blockading, plea of responsible, and the remaining count will be dismissed. Sir, the fine for that is $175. Typically, you have 14 days to be able to pay that. Is that going to be enough time for you, sir?
Yes.
All right. Then have it due no later than December 22nd of 2022. Okay, sir?
Okay.
All right. Have a good day. That concludes this hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Whitley?
Yes.
Recalling the matters of the people versus Laura Whitley. This is ticket number SP 1348658. Count 1, disorderly conduct. Count 2, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Count 3, improperly displayed dirty, obscure plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Ma'am, please state your full name for the record.
Laura Whitley.
Thank you. Ms. Whitley is going to hear and now plead guilty. Judge, there's an altered or amended recommendation. She's been advised.
All right. Reading from the ticket to establish a factual basis on the date of May 5th, 2022, in the area of Telegraph and Schoolcraft in the city of Detroit, Ms. Whitley was driving had a Ford vehicle that she owned, and it had improperly displayed dirty, obscure plates on it. Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor, and stipulate the probable cause for the matter to be dismissed.
Thank you so much. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to improperly display dirty or obscure plates. The remaining counts on this record today will be dismissed. Ma'am, the fine for this is $105. Typically, you have 14 days to be able to pay tickets like this. Is that going to be enough time for you?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to make it due no later than December 22nd, 2022. Okay?
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Thank you for speaking up for yourself, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. If there's nothing further, you are all set, okay, ma'am?
All right. Have a great day.
You too. All right.